going on, everyone? My name is Patas, and welcome back to our top 100 greatest Pokemon of all time list. Today, we're getting down the list a little bit. We're looking at Pokemon 30 through to 21, another 10 for you today. So, as usual, if you do say your favorite Pokemon on today's list, then be sure to let me know in the comment section below. But without further ado, we're just gonna jump right into it. Kicking off today's list, we have Espeon, and when they went into Generation 2 and Game Freak thought, evolutions, we need more of them. We need 5 now. And they added Espeon and Umbreon. They really nailed it on the designs for not just Espeon, but for both of them. Honestly, I love the designs. They're very sleek. The way the tail kind of splits off with Espeon and its whole look, it really does look like a psychic Eevee, so they nailed it on that. And also, Espeon is amazing in battles, whether you're doing competitive or just playing through the game normally. It's absolutely incredible. Has a huge special attack and a nice speed stat to go along with it. If you're in competitive, you can use its really good Magic Bounce ability to bounce back entry hazards and all sorts of stuff, so that's actually amazing too. You can use it with Choice Specs to boost up its special attack even more. It's a very powerful Psychic type, probably one of the best. It is kind of let down on its defenses, but a lot of the more powerful Psychic types already are anyway. And next up, we have Wishiwashi, and Wishiwashi is an incredibly interesting Pokemon. When I first saw it and I saw that once it gets below a certain amount of health, it would transform back into its singular form, I was like, I'm not really interested in this. I don't really care about this all that much, but I did catch one in my first playthrough of Pokemon Sun, and it really shone for me. The fact that it only transforms back to its original form when it's in red health is a huge boost to it, because I originally thought it would be at around half it would transform back, but no, it has huge stats and everything but speed, but it's okay because you don't need speed when you can take every hit that's dished out at you and absolutely destroy everyone in one hit anyway. You don't need that speed, and the design of its school form is very nice, I have to say. It reminds me a lot of Gyarados, but I still like it a lot. I didn't have a whole lot of trouble on the Wishiwashi trial either, so that might be the reason I like it a lot. You know, it didn't kill any of my Pokemon, unlike Lurantis, which destroyed my team, but Wishiwashi is a very cool Generation 7 Pokemon, kind of playing off the whole changing of forms that Generation 7 kind of built off of, so that's also very nice as well. Heracross is, without a doubt, my favorite bug type, and is definitely one of the greatest ones of all time. Now, Heracross's original design, really cool. Its mega design, a little bit odd. Not sure where they were going with that, but it's mostly the original design and the normal form that I like more. Heracross is a Pokemon that gets access to Moxie, Heracross Key. You can slap on a Choice Scarf, it can get Guts. It can do all sorts of things to boost up its already huge attack stat. And it's a Pokemon that no matter what generation you're in, you can grab it and you can do well with it, even in the main games, which it was a little bit difficult to get. You know, you had to headbutt some trees for a while before you got a Heracross, but it was worth it. Apart from that 4 times weak to Flying type, which kind of hinders it a bit, Heracross is, without a doubt, at least in my opinion, the greatest bug type in the Pokemon series. We're dipping back into Generation 1 for the next entry. Number 27 is Nidoqueen, and Nidoqueen is a Pokemon that I've always loved. Ever since I was playing Red and Blue, I've always liked the Nido line in general. I don't know if there's something really special about them. I mean, they have similar evolution lines, they have similar Pokemon. I don't know what it is, but I've always liked the Nido line. And the fact that you can get Nidoqueen at level 16 when you're playing through Pokemon Blue and Red for the first time, you know, you grab yourself a Nidoran, you're like, I don't know what this thing does. You play through a little bit, you get through Mount Moon, and you pick up that Moonstone, you got yourself a Nidoqueen right off the bat. And you're like, wow, that was easy. You got a super powerful Pokemon, you can go and get yourself Mega Punch and Mega Kick, and you're set for a while. Honestly, you might have a bit of trouble with that second gym, but the third one will be an absolute cakewalk with the Nidoqueen. I really like it. I think it has an okay design. I do like the design, and I loved using it in the UCL in competitive. It's a very diverse Pokemon. It can take those hits pretty well, but it also has that sheer force with the Life Orb. I do like that quite a lot. Now, we talked about Suicune, and we talked about Entei, and it's become apparent I like these legendary beasts and legendary dogs quite a lot, because Raikou is also on the list, and it's above the other two, which I think is a little bit rare to see, you know? When people talk about the legendary beasts or the legendary dogs, whatever you want to call them, they usually say, oh, Entei, or oh, Suicune, and I feel like it's very rare to have Raikou is the favorite here, but that mostly stems from the fact that I watched Pokemon Chronicles a lot way back in the day. That was the anime series that didn't have Ash as a main character, had a completely different main character, and it showcased a lot of Raikou, and I watched that and I was like, Raikou is such a cool Pokemon, I absolutely love its design. It kind of looks like a tiger, it's an electric tiger, and I love the electric typing in general. It's incredibly quick and it has the high special attack that you can expect from the electric typing. Like, I don't know, I like Entei, I like Suicune, but in my opinion, Raikou is the best of the three. Hopping back up to Generation 3, we have Mawile now. Mawile, up to Generation 6, you know, Generation 5 and below, it was pretty irrelevant. But once they introduced Mega Evolutions, and they looked at Mawile and they were like, we can do so much with this. And they took it and they evolved it and they made it so nice and so good. Mawile instantly clicked as my favorite Mega Evolution of Generation 6. And I was so sad that you couldn't get the Mawile out until after the main game was completed, because I wanted to use one through my journey, and unfortunately that's not allowed. But Mawile has huge power, it has range to all these boosting moves. It has Swords Dance, it can get Sucker Punch, Play Rough, Iron Head, it can do so much damage. And the fact that when you send it in the first time, it has Intimidate, it puts you in a really good position in competitive battling. It puts you in such a good position that it actually got banned. That's how good Mawile is, and I was really sad when it got banned, because a lot of my favorite Pokemon ended up getting banned. I don't know if that says a lot about me or what, but Mawile is number 25. Up next, we have a Pokemon that's doing pretty well for itself, and it's not been banned from Smogon just yet. We have Alolan Marowak, and Alolan Marowak has kind of come out in the competitive scene as one of the go-to Pokemon because it has access to Lightning Rod, which over and over again, the first time I did Wi-Fi battles on Sun and Moon, I consistently forgot it had Lightning Rod, and that caused me to get into some bad situations. But it's not just that, that's not the only reason I like Alolan Marowak. It has a lot of personality to it. It has that trial where it does all those dances, and the hiker comes in. And the whole design about it is very cool. It's a fire dancer. It's a little bit skinnier than the original Marowak. It has a lot more to it. It has some unique moves like Shadow Bone. And overall, Alolan Marowak is a huge improvement on the original. I absolutely love its typing. I think it's great. It's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite, Alolan forms in Sun and Moon. Latios is up next, and Latios is without a doubt one of the greatest dragon or psychic types in the Pokemon series. My only gripe with it is that I just wish it was a little bit easier to catch, you know, with it running away from you all the time. But there's ways to get around that. You've got Mean Look, you've got different things to use. You can just use a Master Ball if you really want to, but Latios is an absolutely fantastic Pokemon. It's got incredible speed, it's got incredible special attack. It has defenses to which it can actually take hits. Thankfully enough, it has its own special moves. And to top it all off, you can go ahead and Mega Evolve that thing now. You can get this thing into a Mega Latios, which just makes it even quicker, faster, bulkier. And I don't even know what to say about that, because it's so good. It is such a good Mega Evolution. Did it really deserve a Mega Evolution? Did it really need one? I don't know. I guess Game Freak were just thinking, hey, we're doing 3rd gen again, let's Mega Evolve some legendaries, and that's just gonna be great, it's gonna be fine. But Latios is absolutely one of the greatest Pokemon of all time. Next up, we have a normal type that just doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. It's outshone by its little brother by magnitudes, and that's Porygon Z. And Porygon Z is a Pokemon that I've always liked. I like it has that personality as a glitchy evolution to Porygon 2. It's kind of unstable. You know, we need some patches, some bug fixes on that thing to make it perfect. But Porygon Z with Z conversion is absolutely a monster in competitive battling, especially when you pack in adaptability, You get adaptability. With conversion, you can change your type into whatever typing your first slot is, so you can make yourself a ghost type and have adaptability Shadow Ball. You can have adaptability Hyper Beam if you really wanted to, and that would dish out some huge damage. So I loved using Porygon 2. There's so many different things you can do with it, and I really just think it deserves a little bit more love. So ending off today's list, we have one of the premier normal flying types in the Pokemon series. We have Staraptor, which will always be a personal favorite of mine. I always have a nice little spot in my heart as one of the best flying types in the series. Now, Staraptor has huge attack stat. It has pretty decent speed to keep up with all those threats in the meta game. You get Reckless Brave Bird, you're doing huge damage to anything. I drafted it in the UCL Season 1, and every single time I would run Choice Scarf with Brave Bird, Close Combat U-Turn, and Double Edge, because you get that Reckless and you get that stab boost with it. You're doing huge. You don't even need a Choice Band, but if you really wanted to, you can slap on a Choice Band too, and you're pretty much OHKOing everything. But Staraptor is a Pokemon that really steps itself above its typing and its I don't know what the archetype, I guess, of its Route 1-ness, but Staraptor is absolutely the best normal flying type you can get your hands on early in the game. But that is going to be the end of today's list. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do destroy that like button right below this video. Stay tuned for the next one. We are getting close to the end now. If you made it through this, props to you. And I'll see you guys next time.